We are back. Otaku's on air. I'm Nikos. She's Maria. We're here to talk to you about everything anime. Yeah, just everything anime. We're only talking about two new anime, but we're talking about everything anime. And if you like everything anime, like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching the last video. As you can see, we're dressed up. This is actually a onesie. Um, but it's really hot, and I'm probably not gonna have this on for the whole time. But I'm dressed up as a pink Stitch. What's the thing called?
Angel.
Angel. And you know, Angel with the handlebars, um, and the ears. For Lilo and Stitch. And underneath, I got my barbecue cat shirt. Um, of Go America, and she's dressed as everybody's favorite goth, Rhea Ripley.
I feel like I'm more channeling Sam from Danny Phantom when they go to prom. But
She's literally any goth. If you think that she's that goth, she's that goth.
it's
So
me.
so for today's show, we're gonna be actually tier listing Halloween stuff. We're also gonna be talking about Dandadan, and we're gonna talk about Dragon Ball Daima slash Dragon Ball Z because she's watching Dragon Ball Z. I finally got her to watch it. So we're gonna watch Dragon Ball Z. We're gonna do a I don't know, I'm not gonna say compare or contrast, but we're gonna be talking about both of them as Dragon Ball Daima goes on. And yeah, any other anime that we're watching here and there. But yeah, let's get into this tier listing thing.
All right, let me bear with me while I pull it up.
We have technology. Today's episode is gonna be brought to you by Screen Share.
Okay. Can you see it?
I can see it on your thing. I think hopefully this records. If not, this is gonna be a really boring fucking video. It's just
All
gonna be us recording. I'm gonna take off this hood because I can't even can't even hear myself.
right, I'm
So to
gonna
lay it
need
out
you to be
for
my eyes, because I can't see. So
wait, you can't see anything on the screen?
no, I can see, I'm just blind.
Oh, okay. So to lay it out for everybody, what we're gonna be doing is doing a tier listing for every kind of costume slash cosplay we think is either like really easy slash looks really good, which is the top of the tier. So like from S to whatever F rank. So from bottom is trash, second one's lazy, third one's all right, it's all right, it's decent. Then the second one is it's not so easy, but it looks really cool. And then the other one,
Say it
the
the
other
right way, you coward.
not so easy slay. And then the top tier list is gonna be light work, easy slay. Um, words that I use. Words in my vernacular. Um, so we chose mostly main characters. Some of them are like some side characters, but we have Dragon Ball to Spy Family to Pokemon on here. So
We're
this
just
is
all
the tier
across the
listing.
board.
Yeah, so that's the list. That's the whole thing.
Are we like assuming that the for each one we're going like to the best of like the person's like ability, or are we going to just like
Yeah, I'm gonna
matching
go.
exactly?
I'm gonna go with what's in the picture
Okay.
and what's like. Yes, we're gonna go like what we think because we okay. So background a little bit. We've been to multiple cons. We've cosplayed before as a group. We've done a bunch of like. I've been to so many. I'm not gonna go grab my mountain of things, but like we've been to a bunch of these. So I feel like we've seen at least all of these at least once, and we know what's good and what's bad in a way. So it gives us a little credence to what we're saying. So yeah, I think like we'll give it to the best of its ability to what we've seen.
Okay. So, judging, like, for example, like if I'm looking at this picture of Ed, I am assuming that this person has like an actual, not like an actual, like automated arm, but like something that looks similar. Correct.
Yeah, like I
Okay.
think when I think of this cosplay though, like I think again, I thought exactly what you said in the beginning. It can go two ways. Like you can look like you have
Yeah,
a plastic bag on your arm
that's what I'm
with like
saying.
I think decent. I think you at the highest extent of it, like you're just wearing a wig and you have like a nice colored arm. Like I don't think there's any like high like you can look like the character, but it's not like the character himself is like a crazy design. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Okay.
can, you know what I mean? Like you can look like him, but I don't think that that's like anything like if you look just like Charizard, you know, but we'll get there. Well, here we'll do it this way. So you could choose one, you could choose the final verdict of it, and then the next one I could choose the final verdict of it. But we could both make our arguments for it. How does that
Okay.
work? So where do you
Okay.
want to put this one?
I'm leaving him at a not so easy sleigh
Okay, all right,
because
all
I
right. Next
don't
one.
think it's super easy. Well, you choose. You choose the next one.
Oh, just choose. You could just choose random. We could just talk about it. No matter.
Okay. Okay. I'm not looking. Krillin.
Really? Okay. Um,
I'm
I think
putting
this
Krillin
is
down.
okay. I think this one is honestly a trash cosplay.
I think that it's like okay, okay. I think it could be like pretty decent if you're an actual like bald guy. But if
Okay,
you're
fine.
not if you're not a bald short king, then you can't be Krillin.
Yeah, you can. Otherwise, just BTN. Like you okay, like just be someone else who's bald if you're tall. Like leave the. Okay, I think this one is lazy at best. This is a lazy
Yeah,
one.
I think I
You
agree a lot with that. Yeah.
you could just get the Goku gi and then pretend to be Krillin, and then you could put the Goku gi on. You could be like you'd be literally anybody in the fucking Dragon Ball universe with that gi on. Like you'd be
That's
bald
yeah,
Krillin.
that's why I think it's lazy.
Like you have hair, you're either Gohan, Goku, Yamcha, anybody else who has fucking hair who has worn that gi before. So
Yeah, you could
that
be
one.
anybody.
All right, next one. We got 90 of
Okay.
these to go, so we gotta go. We
Okay.
gotta go through
Okay.
this.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Frieza.
Frieza. Frieza's hilarious.
Okay, okay. I think
Give your
Frieza
thoughts
could be
on
a
Frieza.
sleigh.
I don't think the only images of Frieza as a cosplay that I
Are
could
the
think of
bad
are
ones
those memes where he's like, oh, they call him the White, and it's just him dressed up as like
the
little
fucking like
freak.
terrible ones? Okay, maybe
I
maybe we
don't
put
think I think that's a trash cosplay. Really, I don't know what you just can't make him look good, man. I
I've
just
never
don't.
seen a Frieza look good. I'm pulling all of DB's
Oh,
trunks.
the drink. They call him the drink.
Just pulling all
I
of the Dragon Ball characters at
Yo,
once.
this has to be a light work, easy slay one. I've seen so
You
many
think
great.
so? You know what? You know
It's
what?
so
I think I could
easy. It's so. It's
I think yeah, Trunks can look really cool. I think the same for like the androids too.
light work, easy slay.
Tanjiro. Okay, I think Tanjiro's lazy only because I'm Tanjiro like every year because I bought a kimono and I refuse to not get my money's worth out of it. So I think Tanjiro is a pretty lazy cosplay.
Yeah, I would say lazy. The highest. It's if to me it feels like it's in the same thing. Like I thought that Ed's outfit is like okay to like lazy. Just because like the only thing that makes the difference between these two is that Ed, you need to have like a cool arm to make it the highest realm that you can. Tanjiro's, it's like if you get a wig and you put a little makeup on your thing, it's like you can look like him, right? But other than that,
Yeah.
how many Tanjiros do we see? There's so
That's
many
what I was just about to
Tanjiros.
say. Like it's just so easy to I think like the same kind of for a lot of the Demon Slayer characters, at least the main ones, except Nezuko. Like you can just get their kimono or like buy a hoodie that has like the checkered pattern and
Right,
pay and wear the Hanafuda earrings and you're fucking Tanjiro. So
right.
I think
Call a day.
it's pretty lazy.
Yeah, I get that. All right, next one.
I'm not looking. L.
This is such a trash one. This is a
No,
trash.
L is not trash.
This is a trash one.
I
Dude,
think
it's a
L can
white
be
t-shirt.
decent. I
It's a
think
white
L can
t-shirt
be
and
decent.
jeans.
I think it for L, it all lies in like the makeup and like the way you act. Because there are some people that like when they cosplay, they almost like role play. kind of. So I feel like if you're gonna be L, I need to see you like sitting like a little rat at any like opportunity that you
Little
can.
rat.
And I need to see like you have like a cupcake or some shit because he loves like sweets. It can be decent, especially because you don't see them a lot. Like as easy as it can be, you don't see a lot of L's. Like I feel like I've seen when I was maybe like younger going to cons, like a few here and there, but that was
Yeah.
like a long time ago, and you don't see really like L anymore. Um, I think it could be decent. I think it's middle ground for the
Now that I
rarity
think about
because
it,
it's a rare pull.
I just watched Death Note for the first time like last month, and I didn't really notice them a lot when I was going to cons, but now that I think about it, I've seen so many people just sitting like that with no feet, with no shoe. They just it's an excuse for them to wear no fucking to show off those dogs. Like it's literally just an excuse for people to be savages out there and just fucking wear all close to nothing and wear a tattered shirt and eat like what is happening with this guy?
And you don't see people do it. I think it's decent
Okay, that's your choice.
because it's a rare pull. It's decent.
Okay, all right, next one, next one.
Yeah. Shinji. Okay, okay,
Sh-
okay.
Okay,
If
But
okay,
Shinji in
Shinji
this
in
in
the
his
Ava suit is
yeah.
different because you see a lot of Shinji's in his just like civilian outfit.
Yeah.
My side note, my favorite Shinji cosplay has been I think it was at San Diego Comic Con where he just like sat in the chair and did
Oh
the
yeah.
meme like for
That's so
like
funny.
10 hours. I'm probably exaggerating like the hours, but he was like there like all day to the point where people were like asking him like, "Are you good? Like you haven't moved." So I think that Shinji is very easy. Because I think you can easily like go to Goodwill and like get a button down
Right.
short sleeve shirt, you know. But Ava suit Shinji, I think that is a not so easy slay. You do not see Ava suit Shinji because you don't see anybody wanting to like wear a skin tight suit that's like a guy. So I don't think it's
Yeah,
easy,
yeah.
but it's a slay.
I'll give it a not so easy slate too. I agree. I agree with your assessment in this one.
I concur. I concur. Not so
I
easy
concur.
slay.
All right, next one.
Kakashi.
Kakashi,
Kakashi.
Kakashi, Kakashi, you sly dog. Uh, you sexy animal, Kakashi. Who the blue? Okay, I'm done. Um, yeah, I think Kakashi's highest realm you can get is decent. I don't think
You think
there's
so?
like I
Okay.
think
Hmm.
you could make an argument for light work, easy slay. But the thing is, if you want to just go with any Jonin, you could do his literal costume with just the wig, you know, and then the next day
That's true.
and then the
Hmm.
next day you can go as Minato, and then the next day you can go as like I don't know, Fumumi Sensei. Like
Yeah,
you
I
can
was gonna
go
say
as
like just some random like Jonin. Yeah.
yeah, like, you literally do anything you want with this one. Or Shikamaru, like, I'm naming all the characters. You could do literally any characters with any wig you want with this. So I think the highest extent is decent.
You know
I
what? I
think it
think I agree
land.
with that.
Yeah, I think it landed because I like why like I don't think you rarely see somebody who has like a bad wig with Kakashi though. You know, you see
Yeah.
a lot of them, but I don't feel like I've seen bad Kakashis. There's not really any bad ones. Like, I mean, if they're like
Hmm.
have a homemade one, like yeah, some of those can look kind of like bad, but that's not because of the wig or anything. But I think its highest potential is decent.
Roy?
Roy
Roy.
Mustang, yeah, Roy Mustang.
Okay. Okay. I since it's a uniform and you have to like I guess you could like DIY it if you wanted to. Just get like a blue suit or whatever.
I mean, you could easily get this on Amazon. You can get any of these on Amazon,
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
But
Like if you don't DIY
yeah,
it, you're gonna have to like specialty buy it. I also don't see a
I
lot of Roy's anymore.
yeah. Well, I think as the show is whatever 20 years old, not 20. It's about to be whatever. It's been 20 years old.
It's
Just say it's
new
20.
to me. It's not new to me, but
I
it's
think I
forever
think
in my heart.
I've seen
FMAB.
a lot of cool like FMAB ones. Um, I think that they look when they're done well. I've seen two Roy Mustangs, and I thought that they were done really well. And I've seen a bunch of like, their Army Corps people just dressed up as the same thing. But I feel like because the show's gotten to the point now where it's like specific character you're dressing up as, I almost feel like if you get the Amazon suit and you like get a white, if you wanted to make this one look cool, you absolutely could. And I think it's light work. Like if you wanted to do it, I think it's a light work, easy slay one. Because like you can get like a little lighter, walk around with a lighter. You can walk around like have the because he has the open shirt thing that he has,
Okay.
and I think that that's like it's almost in the same vein as like trunks in a way. Like the only thing you would really, if you really want to make it look good, is like boots.
So
But
you're like
like,
you would like embellish it to really like make it look good.
yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like the highest potential of this is light work, easy slay. I
So
could
you
be,
would you would name them like light work easy slay, like S
yeah.
tier.
I think that this is
I
like
feel like I'm in like this realm also. Like I'm on the fence.
I feel like it is an easy costume though. Like I feel like making it look good is easy to
Isn't
do.
easy. Oh, it is easy to make it look good.
Yeah, I feel like it is easy to make this one like look good if you really put if you put some that. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the highest potential of it, it can look really, really good and like it looks original and you can like have it be it's like you'll know who the character is if you know who it is. You know what I mean? Versus it being like say like
Okay.
a
I mean, I guess I
Kakashi.
agree with that. Yeah. Are we
Like
gonna
uh,
do closing ranks at the end?
yeah, yeah, I don't know what that
Okay.
means, but yeah, we'll do that.
Like like we sort through all of these and then we go back and we can change whoever.
Sure,
Like
we could do that.
okay. So
Yeah.
maybe Roy will stay in S tier, maybe not. Okay. Closing my eyes, picking one. Oh, I forget. Wait, what was
Winry.
that? Winry.
Winry.
Sorry, I couldn't see. From like I don't have my glasses on. So from far away, she kind of looked like Jolene from JoJo's. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought we only put JoJo and Dio on here.
Yeah,
So I was like, what
I've
is she
never
doing?
watched I never watched a single episode of JoJo's. I have zero interest
I've
in watching it.
also never watched JoJo's. I'm just online a lot. Okay, Winry. I think
Okay.
Winry could be really cute. I really do. I haven't seen like Winry in a long time either. And that's also so easy. Cause look at
Yeah, I
her.
think
You could have this in your closet. You can easily Goodwill this, like thrift this.
yeah, I think but the thing is though, I don't think people would even know who that is.
So are you just basing, well, I guess you're not completely basing things off of recognition.
Yeah, no, it's not necessary recognition, but it's like of what the individualistic character is to be like where like if you're like who if you make this shit look really cool, you know who Trunks is, you know? Where it's like Winry, like you could easily be a part of like the Straw Hat gang. Like you could
No,
look like a pirate.
I
Dude,
think
I'm telling
one
you, you could
no,
look like a
I think
pirate.
One Piece characters like they all have like a distinct look to them. I don't think Winry looks like that. I think I do agree that like if you don't know FM, maybe you're not gonna know who like Winry is. Like if you see her in the wild, um, but like what I'm judging off of is like how easily can you like pull this together and like how distinct is it from like the anime that the character is in. So that's why I put like that's why I think Krillin is lazy. That's why I think Tanjiro's lazy because there are a lot of
Okay.
other characters that like you can pull off with like the same formula if that makes sense. So like I feel
I
like Winry is very like if you're like going for like FMAB, I think Winry's very distinct and I think she's very like it's very simple just like we're like I'm also realizing for like people that are only listening, we're just talking. So I hope you know what Renri looks like. But the picture we're referencing here is she's like in a black tube top and like cargo shorts and a bandana. So you could just
yeah,
wear that
if
and
you're
like
if you're listening to this, like you're gonna have to just look at the video.
sorry
I'm
gang, sorry
sorry.
gang. But like you could just wear that and then like carry around like a couple wrenches or some shit. Like then you'll boom,
It's
you're
decent for
Winry.
me at best. That for me, that's a decent
I
one.
think it's a
This
not
is your
so easy
pick.
slay.
This. I think that's an easy slay if you were gonna make it good, I guess. But I don't know. I have opinion.
I don't think it could be
I
S
feel like
class,
it's
but
just
I
like the.
think
I feel
it's
like it's
in
like the
this realm.
TikTok girls like wear those kind of things.
This is like I'm convincing myself. Maybe I'll get like a blonde wig and I'll be Winry. That sounds so
You know
fun.
what? Do it, girl.
That sounds so
Slay,
fun.
girl, slay.
Thanks,
Okay, put it.
Queen.
Okay,
You
it's
know,
your
no,
choice.
we'll leave her at decent for now for closing ranks. I agree with that for now.
Okay, next.
Okay.
Next.
Wait, hang on, I didn't grab anything. A
Let's
Sailor
see.
Scout. Okay. So in this picture, we just have all of the Sailor Scouts. I'm sure you know what a Sailor Scout looks like, especially because it's all of them.
That's
So
light work. That's. I feel like that's a light work. You
I
can make
also
those
think
look good.
I also think yeah, they're like very recognizable.
Yeah.
They're easy to DIY, but they're also
Yeah.
easy to shop for. And if you can like do it good, they all look so good. Like they it, like i.e. like Megan the Stallion doing Sailor Moon, or just like your random like girl groups doing Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
So good. Light work, easy slay.
We went to Anime Midwest in Illinois and we saw a cool but like four or five of them that had like the powers behind them too.
Yeah, so
And
cool.
that was a pretty cool cosplay. All right, next one. All right, Killua.
Killua? Yeah, okay.
Killua. Uh I think this is decent. It's
I also think
decent.
it's decent.
Yeah.
Easy
Decent.
to
It's just a
thrift.
yeah, you could make you have a white t-shirt, you have a blue undershirt, and you have some shorts and
Mhm.
like get a wig. I don't think I've ever seen a super good one, but I don't really think you can't really at the highest potential this outfit can get is like decent at best. Like it's
No,
real
I do agree with that.
like it's kind of lazy. It's kind of a lazy one. But if you
Hmm.
go in a
It's
group,
borderline.
yeah, if you go in a group, like it looks good. But if you're just Killua by
Hmm.
yourself, you're like, what the? Are you from Blue Lock? Like, who are you?
You know what? Yeah, that is so fair. I mean, I also feel like once they get their because where we're at in Blue Lock right now, they're just kind of like in gear, but I know they get like their team uniforms soon.
Yeah,
So I feel like once you're like in that realm, you're like, oh yeah, they're like going not going. Killua does not look like Blue Lock, but like
yeah.
right now, I do see that resemblance.
You know what?
I'm
Because this is
cool.
my choice, I'm gonna put it in lazy.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in lazy. I think that that's meh. All right,
okay.
next one.
I respect your decision.
All right,
Nanami,
Nanami.
light work,
Nah,
easy slay.
my work easy.
Every Nanami I have ever seen, male or female, has looked so good. Easy slay,
Easy. All right,
slay.
that was the
You
easiest one that we've had.
can't say anything more. Super easy to
No,
thrift.
no.
Also, like
Love our
10,
King Nanami. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Nanami. Sorry, spoilers. Ray. Okay, okay. I I have a lot of opinions. I it's funny because all of the Rays that I've ever seen is like in her schoolgirl outfit. Like, but
Yeah,
I've seen more um Asuka's in the Ava suit. Like I have not seen a Ray, I think, in her Ava suit. I've only ever seen her in her school like outfit, which I guess is like also really recognizable because there's like a meme, with her in her school uniform. But like that's
yeah.
interesting. You only ever see Asuka in her Ava suit.
I've only seen Evangelion stuff on like those lives on TikTok where it's just like you have like the hot girl who is trying to get views on TikTok, and I've
Stop
only
watching
seen.
thirst traps.
I'm not. They just pop up. Uh, what I'm getting at here is that they sexualize these characters so fucking much that like that's the only time I don't think I've ever seen one that was like legitly made. Even like the Oscar ones, it's always just a skin tight suit that's like, you know?
Yeah, like I only ever see Asuka in I've seen like a couple, like a handful of Asuka. I've seen more Asukas than I do Rays.
Yeah.
And I also see like more Asukas in her Ava suit than I do in the schoolgirl uniform, which is like the same as Ray. Um
I have
I
a
do.
hard one. I almost feel like this one in my like I almost feel like this is like a trash one to do.
You think
Like
Ray in her
I
Ava suit
almost
is
feel like it.
trash?
Almost feel like it is because the only one, like I said, the only ones I've seen are just like I don't know. It's up to you what you want to think about that. I feel like a lot of them are like uber sexualized and like it's like the same way. Like I don't have Momo on this list from My Hero Academia, but it's like you know what I mean? It's like you're wearing that. It's like if it's your favorite character and that's your thing, like, go for it. But I almost feel like a lot of it is like for like views in a way where it's just like that's just how it was made, that's just how it was seen. And like in my opinion, I feel like it's almost worn in like a trash fashion, you know? Like that's in my opinion. Like that's just how I feel about that one.
Hmm. See, like I don't think it's necessarily like trash. I like hmm. She's tricky because like I do like in a sense agree with you.
Yeah.
But I think it's also up to like wearer discretion. Like if you want to
Yeah.
like, show it
That's
off
not
or
me
like look
saying
like
like
that, then like go ahead. But I do think that like rare pull.
okay. I think that it lies between not so easy and trash.
No, because I agree.
I don't know. Your choice. You could choose that one. All right, go.
I'll leave her in trash for now, and if I decide to close ranks, we'll move her.
Okay.
Okay. Katara. Okay.
Katara.
Okay.
Hmm. I think it's decent.
I also think it's decent. Like if you I've seen like a lot of people will like bring like scarves and shit so it looks like they're like water bending or like fire bending or something, and I think that's when Avatar cosplays look really really cool. Um I think it's decent only because I just like personally like her book 3 outfit so much more.
Yeah.
So I
This
think
is like
that's like a little
early.
more
This
of
the
us,
one that's
yeah.
on like the one that's on the screen is the early the
Oh yeah.
Katara where she's like
Sorry, y'all.
battling.
Yeah, this is like book 1, book 2, like Water Tribe
Yeah.
outfit Katara. Um I she's like still a slay, but I like I just personal preference like book 3 Fire Nation outfit Katara more.
Yeah. The way I'm ranking all of these is like what's the highest potential it can look like as like the best you
Yeah.
can think of.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like the best they can get is like, oh, it's pretty good. I'm never gonna be like, wow, that looks fantastic. I'm never gonna say that about Guitar one. I don't know. It's just like
Yeah.
unless they have ice and they're throwing ice at me. I don't know.
All right,
All
buddy.
right.
Okay. Death the Kid. Okay. I I miss seeing Soul Eater cosplayers, and I'm sad that I only ever see them on TikTok anymore because Soul Eater cosplays are they can eat. Like they can be so good, especially Death the Kid. However, I think that Death the Kid only looks good if you have Liz and Patty also, so that way you can kind of like take your symmetry pics and stuff. Because for people that are not familiar with Death the Kid or have not seen Soul Eater, he's like obsessed with symmetry. So he like his weapons are like dual revolvers. Um, so like whenever he like poses or like is with his weapons, either in weapon form or outside of it, they're like always posing symmetrically. So like for pictures, that's so cool. Um, So I kind of want to put Death the Kid in a not so easy slay because of the rare pull and also because it can look really cool, but I feel that it only looks super, super cool when you both like when you have his weapons with him.
I think I never watched the show. and I have no intentions of watching that show.
I hope I
Uh,
explained that the kid to you well.
yeah, I think it looks decent. If you can get like the hair thing right, I think that
Mm-hmm.
that
That
would look
too.
cool. Yeah, I think whoever your choice is for this, I'll agree with.
Mhm.
All right, next one.
Aaron. I think Aaron is lazy.
Aaron in his adult form with
Yeah, this is season 4, Aaron.
yeah, I think that's a lazy one. It's just a t-shirt with like a or a fleece thing over
Mm-hmm.
or a cardigan and
Put your hair up.
like yeah, you need the only like thing you need is the long hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Get a
it.
wig. Paint some lines on your face, and you're Aaron.
Yeah, it's pretty lazy. It's almost trash. It's almost trash.
You're only saying that because he's a hobo for like 2 seconds.
He's trash to me. All right, next one. Oh, Rengoku. I was Rengoku.
Light work,
If
easy
you
slay.
if you want it, the highest potential you can get, which is what I got, I'll insert a picture of me as Rengoku on here.
Please do.
The highest potential. If you
I
really
want
want to
you.
look like him, you can.
I want you to put the picture of you in your Rengoku outfit touching the Rengoku not safe for work picture.
I'm not gonna put that online. I'm not gonna put that on this line. Um, yeah,
No,
I
I
think if you want to make it look, you know
he can
what's
look
funny
so
though?
cool.
You mentioned earlier that, that these are like lazy, that these will be lazy ones.
Okay,
But
okay. I think that like when I say that, I'm really mainly talking about like I guess Zenitsu and Tanjiro. Because you can just like buy like a cloak and like or whatever. But like with Rengoku, I feel like you have to like have the other like pieces for him to be recognizable. Like for Tanjiro and Zenitsu, you can have the pattern and people know what you're trying to do, you know?
yeah, I mean, you could do like Sonomy, like you put on that list
Yeah, like
as well.
Sanemi, I also would agree is like kind of, yeah.
I think I've only seen really good Rengoku ones.
I've
Like
seen some
I
pretty bad ones. He can either be really bad or like really good, but the majority of them are pretty good.
yeah, I think like the highest potentialist one, it looks exactly like the character and like it looks very well with the hair and the wig and
Mhm.
like we on mine we did like the eyebrows, so like it looked pretty
I did
legit.
great. Thank you.
She did. Yeah, shout out to you. I slayed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did. He got like a lot of stops for pictures.
Yeah, everybody want to take a picture with me. All right, next one. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh God.
Yu-Gi-Oh! You don't really see a lot of them anymore because
Do not
it's
see a
just
lot of
not the same.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
But I've seen them, and when they're bad,
My
they're
trump
bad.
card.
My pawn agreed. And with that, I end my turn. Yeah, I think I've seen too many bad ones, and I think like the highest potential it can look okay. I just think it's hard to be like you're wearing triangles on your head. Like it's just hard to make that look good. I
Justice
think
for Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think that this one is like decent at best. You can make a deal if you have all the chains and everything. I guess you can look kind of cool. You know what? Not so easy, Slay. Take it back.
You
Not so
think
easy,
not
Slay.
so easy slay? Okay.
If you can make it look really good, it can look pretty good. But it's hard. It's hard to
Mm,
make it look really good, you know? And I
okay.
think that's what this category means. It's hard to make this one look good. All right, next one.
Okay. Okay. Naruto.
Lazy,
Specifically Shippuden Naruto.
lazy,
Um,
lazy, almost a trash.
do we have any other like Naruto variations on here, or is this it?
Look, listen, I was going to make an exception and be like, this could be any version Naruto you want, but now I'm not going to do that. I think this is just strictly Naruto Shippuden main outfit.
Okay. You know what? I'll go with you on lazy.
Yeah, the best he could do is wear the orange jumpsuit and wear. I almost feel like OG Naruto is a cooler outfit than Shippuden one. That's just my opinion. I like the OG one with the
OG Naruto
collared
is
chest.
more rare. I agree.
Yeah, I like that one more. All right, next one.
Frieren. Okay.
Oh,
I
free
think
run.
I think Frieren could be like a light work easy slay or a not so easy slay.
I think that this one is a. I think it's a light work easy slay one. I think I've
I
seen
think
this.
you could
There's a
make
lot.
it look good.
Like if we were to ever go to a Renaissance thing, I would say we dress up as free ring
Oh,
characters,
that'd be so fun.
and I
That would
think
be
that
so
that would be
fun.
like an easy one to do. And I think that at least like if you want to do it, like I would be Stark, but like it is. I like that one. I think it's cool. I think it's a nice jacket. You get the boots. Get
Hmm
that if you get the hair right in that. I think that that's.
A
I think
cool
that's all he's.
staff.
Yeah,
Hmm
I think that that one looked really good. I think it's
I
easy
think
to
that could
do.
be a light
Be
work
kind
easy
of
slay.
hot for a midsummer.
Oh, I thought you were gonna stop there. I'm like, oh
It
no,
would look hot.
no. I think I think it could get pretty toasty in there for sure. Um, but yeah, light work easy slay. Oh,
Okay, I couldn't find
Mirko.
I couldn't find a good picture of Mirko that was like not not hot wise. So this was the best this was the best wiki could do for me. But we'll just imagine she has all her limbs. Um so
Spoilers.
yeah, it doesn't matter. She's has like two speaking lines. Um Mirko. I think Mirko's probably like my like fourth favorite character, my hero. Love
I also really
Mirko.
like Mirko, and I think like if you do it well, she looks really good. Again, Megan the Stallion. But I don't think she's easy. And I don't think she's easy because of how like revealing her costume is. Um, like I think you kind of have to like have the confidence to be
I think it's because of
Mirko.
how revealing it is. It
Yeah,
makes
that's
it
why I'm
hard.
saying that's exactly
Yeah.
that is my point. But I do think it's a
Yeah.
slay.
I think you do it right. It can look. So I say not so easy, Slay.
Respectful answer. Safe
Respectful.
answer. Alrighty. Inosuke.
Oh, that's a not so easy Slay.
That is a not so easy slay. I feel like I've seen some like really cool Inosuke's where they have like an actual like hairy boar's head thing
Yeah.
and
We
they
saw a
look
lot of them
really
this
cool.
last one
Yeah.
too.
Like those were really cool. But I do think like there is also a way to like make Inosuke look not good.
Yeah, I've seen some really bad like helmet things, and I think it mostly
Yeah.
is a deal with the helmet. Because as soon as someone, but the thing is though, if you take it off and you look like a Nosuke and you have like the
The
eye
blue
coloring and the
hair.
hair, yeah.
Mhm.
If I've never seen one of those though, I don't think I've seen like one where he just holds the boar head.
I've seen like
Um,
a lot of like female Inosuke I want to like preface in saying like not female Inosuke's that wear like the dress cosplay version, but like women that are trying to cosplay like the male, like
yeah,
the like true version of Inosuke. I've seen them wear like the blue wigs and stuff, and they won't have the boar's head. Um, and I think those look really cool.
yeah, like as part of the big head gang, big guy gang, I ain't never gonna dress as a Nosuke.
Yeah, I
Nobody
think
wants to
you
see
also
that.
need to have the confidence to be Inosuke.
Nobody wants to see that, dude. I'm telling you right now. No one wants to see me wear a nose skate. So, maybe I'll wear it with the boar head and I'll just have like a muscle suit on. That would be funny. I haven't seen that. That
One of
would be
those
funny.
t-shirts that just have like the painted on
Yeah,
six pack
that would be actually be pretty funny.
next year.
Yeah.
Okay. Denji, Chainsaw Man.
Oh man, dude, I think this is a not so easy slay, dude. I
I
we've
also
seen
think
them.
this.
Remember that
I
one that was at the cosplay thing this last year? Like that big tall one?
That's what I was gonna say. Like I have seen like okay, every time I have seen like this specific version, this version that we have on screen is Denji in his Chainsaw Man form, not like civilian Denji. Um, every time I've seen this version, it's really fucking cool. Like people are so creative and like talented. Like I've seen the ones that are just like cardboard and painted, which look pretty decent, but I think was it this last time that we went where we seen somebody actually like get them to move
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
that's
be
what I'm
changed?
saying.
Like
That's the
yeah,
one I'm
yeah, yeah,
talking
yeah. Like
about.
that could
Yeah.
be that was so cool.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I almost feel like the not so easy sleigh and the light work easy sleigh should be swapped. Like whatever one's in the second one, it's like if you're, it's not so easy because it's hard to do and hard to pull off. Almost makes it like harder to do
Oh,
it that way.
I don't know how to change that.
I don't need to. You don't need to. It's
Sorry,
just
homie.
like I don't know how to do it either. But yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, this one hard to do. But you know what? I disagree with what I just said because it's hard to do, so it's hard to like have that one be a light work easy slay. So take it all back. This one is perfect where it's at. It's hard to do, but if you do it right, easy slay.
It's such a sleigh.
Yeah.
Power.
Power, that's kind of that's lazy.
Yeah, because it's basically just like a suit. Get
Yeah.
some
Get a
sneakers.
get a scythe and
Mm-hmm.
some devil horns.
Mm-hmm. I think power is pretty lazy. Oh, didn't pull anybody.
Oh,
Muzan.
Musa.
Specifically Michael Jackson Muzan.
I think that's if you really wanted to do it, like top work, light work, easy slay.
Decent. Oh, really?
Oh, really? Do you think it's just decent? Why do you think it's just decent?
I don't know. I feel like well, I guess that you haven't really seen we haven't really seen any other like versions of Muzan. I've seen a couple Muzans that are like this. But I feel
I
like
like
I
this one.
think
I think it's fun. Everyone I've seen is just doing the moonwalk. I think it's hilarious.
okay. I mean, I think it's because I'm just thinking about this in terms of like S tier. Um,
Okay, you can put it if you think it's decent. It's your poll anyway. So you're thinking.
we'll put him there for now when we close
Okay,
ranks.
she put him in S tier.
Then we close ranks. Ooh, okay.
Oh,
Ryuk
Ryuk.
from Death Note.
Oh man, I've only seen really bad ones.
Speaking of Rhea Ripley, she did she dressed up as Ryuk for Halloween this year. And she looked pretty good. She looked really good actually.
She's also a millionaire.
I mean, she also didn't like look like a demon. She was still hot, but like it
Yeah.
still looked good.
I feel like at best it's decent.
I feel like Ryuk, like millionaire, hot people aside, other than like all of the Megan the Stallion ones I referenced earlier, I feel like Ryuk kind of falls in the same category as Frieza.
Oh, trash, really trash.
I haven't seen a good Ryuk that isn't a celebrity.
I would put it in trash too. Then if you're going trash, I'd put it in trash too. I would agree with that because I think like the top tier it looks okay at best,
You know
but
what?
but there's more.
If you out there have done a good Ryuk cosplay, let us know. And maybe
Yeah, yeah, comment
we'll
below.
take your word for it.
All right, let's blast through the next like 10.
Okay. I'm just gonna
These
Zeke in his beast titan form.
okay,
Trash.
trash. I'll see that one. That one's pretty bad. Oh, Great Saiyan man,
Okay, I was
light
gonna say
work,
I
easy
can't
slay.
see. Light work easy slay. I don't know who
I
this
like that
is.
one. It's the Great
Okay.
Saiyan man one.
Oh, okay. Deku.
Deku,
Deku
oh,
in his
decent,
like not in his UA form. I also say decent.
decent one. Zenitsu, lazy.
Lazy.
You put him in the right one right away. That was that was an easy one. Oh,
Momo from
Momo.
Dandadan.
Mm,
I think
haven't
decent.
seen one yet. We haven't
I haven't
seen
seen
one
one
yet.
yet, but I think she could look pretty decent.
Okay, decent. All right, three more quick ones.
Bakugo,
Bakugo, not so easy, Slay.
not so easy slay. Levi?
I think that's Levi. Yeah, that's Levi. I almost feel like that's decent if you have the things
Yeah,
along with it.
I think the scouts in general, like their outfit is pretty decent if you do it like
Yeah.
nice.
All right, two more quick ones.
Oh,
Should
you
put
put
that.
in a mecha suit. You put in
Put it
this
in
is
that
Ava
one.
1. Not yeah, Ava 1.
I
Not
don't
so
know.
easy slay.
Nah. I would think if you make it look cool, then that looks really cool. But I've never
Yeah.
seen one yet, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll have to see. All right,
Do more
one more
mecha
fast one.
suits, you cowards. Okay. Okaroon, Dandadan.
That's lazy.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean it's just a school uniform. You could mess your
Yeah.
hair up and put glasses on.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, I think I would think differently if you had his like possessed form on here. This is just his civilian outfit.
I think I do actually somewhere.
Oh, well, I'm blind, so I can't see right now.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. All right, this next one's we could talk about again. Ooh, Nami from One
Nami.
Piece.
Okay.
Um, this kind of falls under the same thing as like trash for like Ray. My reasons I feel like for Ray,
You
because
think
like
she's too
nah,
sexualized? Yeah.
Nami gets super sexualized in the
Mm-hmm.
latter half of the show. Honestly, all the women. You know what's funny though? Oda, who made One Piece, actually married a Nami cosplayer, and like he continued to draw. Like it's, I mean, they're all adults, so I guess it's better than most shows where they're not adults and they look uber
That's
sexualized.
fair. Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I feel like it's lazy at best. Um, yeah, that's my opinion on that one.
Okay. Hmm, I'll just leave her there for now then. Your specifically her assassin outfit. I
Light
think her
work, easy
assassin
slay.
outfit is in like work easy slay because you see her a lot, but like when she looks good, she looks good. And it's not easy to do this. Like
You should
super,
dress
super
up as
easy.
Zoro.
Noted. In the dome, this one is. Only if you're Lloyd. Ang.
Bad. These are trash. These are so trash. These
I
are egg. Hey, you remember that one that looked like a crackhead that we came by us? It was like
that was
that
so
girl.
funny. That was
Oh my,
so
she was like,
funny.
I'm like, oh my god, shut up.
That was so funny. You know what?
I've never wanted to bully somebody faster in my life.
Just for that interaction, I'm sure they were a lovely person. But that was a lot. That was a
That was
lot.
the most wild.
If
I don't.
if you've done a good Aang cosplay and you're bald, let us know.
Yeah, listen, it's the same thing as like
Krillin.
um yes, but like if you're the adult version of Aang and like
Adult Aang.
yeah,
Light
I think
work easy
adult
slay.
Aang's look cool, but like kid Aang, that's a
This is
hard
Kid
one.
Aang. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a hard one. All right, next one. This is
Hisoka.
Hisoka. Oh man, Hisoka is a pedo, kind of. Yes, but no, but
Yes, he
yes.
is.
He
Yes, he
is, but he's
is.
not. He's attracted to
Yes.
power, but he's also attracted to kids who
I
have a lot of
thought you were
power.
gonna. And they were like, he's attracted to power. He's also attracted to Gon.
Yeah, kind of. So it's like yes, but no, but yes. Yeah, I like his outfits though.
Decent.
I think he has some of the sickest outfits, and I've seen multiple like
This
I
specifically
almost
is like the OG, like white
I
outfit. I
almost
don't,
want to put it in not so easy sleigh.
a not so easy slay.
Yeah, because like I almost feel like, you know, you got to get like the pink hair, you got to do all the makeup. You got to like, you know, if you really wanted to, he has like a tattoo on the side there that or his back tattoo thing. It would almost be light work, easy slay if the character
Mm,
wasn't such a pedo.
yeah, I feel comfortable in this realm here.
You know what? Put him in decent. Put him in decent. Put him in decent. But it's
Indecent?
just because yeah, but yeah, I put him decent. All right, next one.
Okay. You said so. Let me see. Light.
I think that's kind of a lazy one.
I also think light is pretty lazy. Also, don't like light.
Actually, put that one in trash. It's a, no one knows. No one like if you're walking around with a death note,
I was about to
like
say, I think like
maybe,
for this, you need
maybe,
a death note
yeah, maybe,
or a
maybe you'll
Ryuk
know
with
who that
you,
is.
or
Yeah,
maybe an
you would never
apple.
know. Yeah, that's kind of trash. And there's a whole lot of like, but you need to do this if you want to make it look good. There's not.
More like recognizable. Like if you want people to like be like, yeah, light.
Yeah.
Jiraiya,
Ooh.
light work, easy slay.
Ooh. Yeah, I would say light work. If you want to make it look really good, you could definitely make it
Mm,
look really good. I saw actually
mm.
seen one like back in like 2015. I went to C2E2 and it was like when the Naruto Ninja Storm franchise had like its big reveal of something, and I saw Jiraiya with like two Toad people next to him,
Oh, that
and that
would be
was
sick.
that was pretty cool. So yeah, I've seen and I take a pic. I don't actually know the people who I took pictures with like 2 years ago with the Jiraiya stuff, and like they did a bunch of cons and stuff. Now they're like famous on TikTok.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I like them. I like Jiraiya. Jiraiya's my favorite Naruto character, so definitely light work easily.
Is that
Ooh,
Bulma?
Bulma. That's
Hmm.
Bulma. This is Bulma from Dragon Ball, but I feel like Bulma has so many outfits that are like you could choose honestly any of them. I always feel like all of them top out at like decent.
Oh,
Like
I was gonna say like I feel like Bulma's outfits are pretty easy.
so like light work easy.
I feel like Bulma slays. Do you think Bulma slays?
But I think a lot of people still dress up as like bunny suit Bulma.
Yeah, I do see that Bulma a
I've
lot.
seen that a lot, and I think like that's kind of lazy, but like
For
if you dress up a
sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
but I feel like if you're because her outfits are kind of like soccer mommy when she gets to like
They were like fun.
yeah, like she has like a yellow one with like a giant afro, and I think I've yet to seen someone like that. But if I do see one, I think it would be cool to see her with Vegeta in his like pink and yellow pants. I think that I think that would be a fun one to see. I don't know. This one's decent.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave her there. I think Bulma slays. I'll leave her there.
Big Slayer Boma.
Luffy.
Lazy.
I do think Luffy's lazy, unfortunately. You can buy a straw hat at anywhere.
It's too
Like
easy.
his straw hat specifically.
And if you wear any of his other gears, you might be racist. You might be wearing blackface. So don't do that. You could be Gear 5, Luffy, but other than that, don't do it, dog. Don't do it. Pikachu.
Pikachu. All right.
Pikachu's
Pikachu can go
lazy.
one. Yeah, Pikachu can go one of two ways. Either you look like pretty cool or you have a onesie.
I don't think I've ever seen or you're like a giant balloon. I think that that's lazy. I don't know. It's it's the same thing as wearing like the Among Us like balloon things.
Cue the like toot, 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 Among
Yeah, I don't know.
Us.
It's lazy. It's lazy for me.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
You've yet to choose one from the top. Like,
I'm just picking randomly. Like I'm not looking when I grab. Is that
ooh,
Rock Lee?
that's Rock Lee. Light work,
Not
easy
so
slay.
oh, light work easy slay.
Oh, not so easy slay.
I think it's hard to pull off a green suit like that. I think you also need to have the confidence because those things hug to your body.
Yeah, they
I
make
think you
multiple
need
jokes about it in the
I
series.
think you need to have the confidence to pull off a green suit and the bowl cut.
Yeah, you know what? Put in the not so easy
But
sleeve.
it is a sleigh.
Yeah, if you could do it, you could do it.
Iroh.
Uncle Iroh, I think decent. I think
I
that's
also think
decent.
decent.
I've yet to see an old man do it though, so like an old man does it, it might change my mind.
I don't think I've ever seen an Iroh cosplayer
I've seen
in
like
the
two.
wild.
They're more like C2E2s than they are like anime conventions.
Hmm. Yeah, I haven't been to C2E2 since like 2014, 2015. Akira!
I don't remember if this is Akira or this is the friend.
This is the friend. Well, technically, no, this is Akira. This is the guy that
Yeah,
gets
okay, this is Akira.
Akira.
Uh,
I think it could be lazy.
I think that's lazy. You
You
don't
just
see
get
him
a
a
red
lot.
cloak. You also
You
don't
almost
see
gotta
this
be
guy.
you gotta be a bald dude who just gets a wig. You gotta be a short king to be
Only short kings can
kings
be
only.
Akira.
Hey, they're
Short
lucky.
kings only.
You're lucky I didn't say Pikachu's for short kings only. So you gotta
That'd
be a
be funny.
fucking rat to be a Pikachu.
You can only be a rat. You're gonna be Pikachu. Okay. Okay. Lazy. Let's see. Mikasa.
Mikasa.
Specifically early scout outfit Mikasa.
Yeah, decent. Same thing as Levi.
Yeah, I will say. Also just red scarf. I feel like her season 4 outfit's harder.
Yeah. Ooh.
Drippy Sasuke.
Ooh, he by
He by
Sasuke,
Sasuke.
light work,
Light
easy
work, easy
slay.
slay. All of them look
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's the drippiest of Sasuke's.
To be honest, thinking about doing that one for this next year. Thinking about that one. I like that one a lot. She said, I'm gonna play this.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hairless Whisper plays.
This is good information for me to know. Okay. Nobara.
No, bruh. I think that one's kind of lazy. I feel like I've seen a lot of just like school.
Hmm.
It's just a school uniform. So they're just a
Mm-hmm.
school uniform with that. You can get and you
Mm-hmm.
walk around with a hammer.
Yeah.
Not
I
that
feel like you
not
you
that
really
hard.
just need like if you didn't have like the wig and the hammer, you could be like Mai or whoever the hell, any other
You could
female.
be any character in that show.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not all of the females wear the skirt uniform, but
Yeah.
oh, is that Okarune's
Yeah,
other
this is
form?
Okaroon in his
Oh,
demon form.
oh, okay. Oh,
Haven't seen one yet because the show
oh,
just came
haven't
out,
seen
but
one. Rare
I want to
pull,
put
but
that in not so easy slay. Not so easy
could
slay.
be sick, could be
Yeah.
sick. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of them next year, or like
Yeah.
at the December anime conventions. Gonna see a lot of them.
Which we should go to.
They're
You
too
should
close
find
to.
time.
They're too close to Christmas here.
Cream.
I have a lot of people to shop for. Okay. Oh, not looking. Anya. Oh, light work easy slay. Because
I love
okay,
the little kids. The little kids who do
yeah,
it
the
are
little
so
kids. I was
cute.
supposed to say the little kids that do it so cute. Oh, I hit my mic. Excuse me. The little kids that do it so cute. Also, the grown like beefy men that are Anya, so fucking funny, and they
Yeah.
look great. So light work,
Yeah.
easy
I would do
slay.
light working slave for that one.
We love Anya in this house.
You could just choose from the top to bottom now since we're done with the big ones.
Okay. Misa, light work, easy slay.
Yeah,
I feel like
Misa.
you don't need to have a death note for people to know that you're Misa.
Yep.
I've cosplayed Misa multiple times because I obviously have the wardrobe to cosplay Misa.
Obviously.
I also have a death note. I I love Misa. Slay. Vegeta.
Vegeta in the Saiyan saga Vegeta though. with the giant shoulder pads. I'm gonna put that as a not so easy slay.
Do you think Vegeta slays?
I think if you get the cool Saiyan outfit, you look like that. I think that that could be a really cool look. And I feel like if you go through enough effort to make that outfit, I think that it slays.
Akira's friend from Akira.
Kira's friend with the one who drives the car.
the
Who
one
drives
the one that we all know.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy. Um
That guy.
decent. This one's decent.
I also think this one's decent. Akatsuki
Okay.
robes, lazy,
Yeah, kind of lazy. Anybody could wear it.
but they can look really good. Like when we did our group Akatsuki cosplay,
Yep.
that was really good.
Yep. We had so many pictures. So many people were like, "Oh, damn, that's cool as
I was
hell."
still waiting for one of our friends to finish getting ready, so I didn't get to be a part of the pictures like that.
I don't know
I
what
was
you're
still in the
referencing.
room. I was still in the room with Elizabeth when you guys went out because I didn't want to leave her
Oh,
alone.
gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave her alone. Um, okay.
Their
Well,
next
I
one.
still think they're kind of lazy. Al from
Not so easy
Full
slay.
Metal Alchemist, not so easy slay. I want to see a full suit of armor.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I think that that one would like, that's what I'm saying. I think if you get a good Ed and Al, that would be a sick, that'd be a sick
Mm,
cosplay together.
mm-hmm.
Not so easy slay though.
Ash, lazy.
I think that's lazy now. Yeah, too many people are. It's the same thing as Pikachu, man. You both, everyone kind of wears it. The peak it gets is like, the Pikachu it gets is like,
You're
I'm hilarious.
you're something.
Yeah, it's okay at best.
Asuka in her Ava suit. See, you even pulled an Ava suit. An Ava suit Asuka. Um, I think decent.
Yeah, maybe. I have my opinions on it. You could choose that one.
I think they're okay. I think they're just okay. We see too many. Minato.
Ooh, I think that's a light work, easy slay one.
Give me your reasoning.
I think because you've had if you can wait. I think the thing about it though is if you have a good like Hokage like cloak thing, because there are a lot of bad ones that just look like
That's
very like
true.
generic. But I've seen some really really cool ones that like look like the generic cloth, and you could tell. And I feel like the people who walk around with like the kunai thing and they complete the outfit, I
Hmm.
think it's almost the same thing
Okay.
as like a trunks in a way, where it's like
Yeah.
yeah, it is super easy just to get like the joning thing and do that sort of
Hmm.
crap. But it's like if you get a really good like Hokage thing, I almost it my thing differs between it being decent and light work easy slay. So I want to
Mm,
let you choose which one you think. What do you think? Light work or
I
decent?
feel good in light work, easy slay. I like
Okay.
Minato. Sakura specifically her Shippuden outfit.
I think that's decent.
Yeah, I think you can make it look good.
Yeah. Cell. Perfect cell.
Yeah, I'm like I think that's Sal. I don't have my glasses.
Perfect cell. Yeah, I think that that's the same thing as Frieza. It's kind of a trash one to wear.
We
Like you could make it look really bad. You can look really fucking bad. I have yet to see a really good one, but I know that they exist. I know that a good cosplay exists for all these,
I know.
but
I'm like I feel like we're putting all of the like non-human ones in
but but
trash.
but it's hard to pull off, but not because it's a sleigh. It's because they're not humans. And if you try too hard and you're not a millionaire, it's hard to do. And they look really bad.
Does that mean we're putting um Putting this one in
Big
trash.
body Charizard. This was just a fun one I just chose to be on there.
Yeah, when you
Um,
showed me the list, I was like, why do you have Charizard on here?
I feel like Charizard because a lot of people wear the onesie for it.
Mm,
So I
same with
think that's
Pikachu.
lazy. I think that's lazy than it is trash. I don't see anybody trying to wear the wings and be like a fucking dragon.
Mm,
Like I save that for FurryCon.
all
All
right.
right, next one.
All right. I think this is Fern.
Yeah, Fern. I think it's decent.
I also think Fern can be pretty decent. Is this Gendo or Tuxedo Mask?
That's Gendo.
Gendo is trash.
Gendo is trash.
Gendo's trash. Who the fuck is gonna want to cosplay as Gendo?
I
Like
haven't
out
seen
of
one.
all of the
They're gonna have to bring a
people,
table.
yeah, all you have to do, just like the Shinji with the chair, you're just gonna have to sit there and just.
It's just they have a table connected to their front of their body where it's just them looking like this.
But it's just out of all of the characters in Evangelion that you could cosplay as, you choose Gendo.
That
Like
was a funny
that's
pick.
it's a skill issue. Alrighty, who is this?
All right, this is Gohan. This is adult Gohan in the Piccolo gi. Um, I think this is decent. I think that one. I think it's actually take it back. Go back to lazy. It's back to lazy. It's the same
I'm
thing.
like
It's kind of like
you choose.
yeah. I think it's just a gi. It's just a gi. You could literally just find a purple shirt and do the same thing as like Goku. It's lazy to me. It's like if you do Teen Gohan with like if this was Super Saiyan with like the gold hair, I think that would be a little different. But I don't have that one on this list.
Hey, it's me, Goku.
Goku lazy. I think Goku's a lazy one now. If you have different formed Goku where you have cool hair, it could be light work, easy slay, but it's just lazy now. If it's just Goku, you just have the wig like that. I don't know. It's just there's so many of you.
I've also seen some pretty bad Gokus.
Yeah, people just wear the gi and they just call it the day. Like, which fair?
I think I've just seen bad wigs. Gon.
If it's the gang, if it's the Hunter gang all together, then it's decent at best. If it's just Gon by himself, I feel like it's weird if you're a guy who wears Gon. If you're
I think I'm gonna put Gon next to Killua. They're friends.
yeah, I think kind of lazy, but also I think it's just hard to pull off. I think that's a hard to pull off one. Like unless you're a girl, I feel like if you're a grown ass man wearing like short shorts and like green boots,
Yeah.
that's a hard look, man. That's a
Yeah.
hard look. That's not so easy slay. That's like not so easy not slay. I don't know.
I just registered what you said. Um,
That's
Hanji,
Hanji.
specifically season 4 Hanji. I think that's decent. Like
Yeah.
it's different. It's not like in their I mean granted we do have like the other like scouts in decent, but I think this one is like differentiates like their outfit in season 4 is a lot different than all the other ones. I do like Hanji season 4 look.
Yeah.
Makima lazy.
Yep, lady. I agree with that. No, no words.
Master Roshi.
Ooh, I think that could be a not so easy slay. He has so many different
I've
outfits,
seen
but if you,
some super good Master Roshis.
yeah, so the ones with the turtle on the with the turtle shell on the back are like they just look really good. They look really. Then there's like some
Those
buff
are the ones
ones
I've
you
seen the
his.
most.
Ah, he just has such iconic outfits. I've seen Jackie Chun ones, like you know who Jackie Chun is, but he's not Master Roshi. But anyway, yeah, I think that's a not so easy slay.
Is
Bald.
this Misato? Bold.
Yeah, Misato from Evangelion.
Hmm.
I think that could be decent.
Hmm. I think I also have like not seen a bad Misato cosplay. I think they all look really nice.
Yeah. I think if you watch the show, you know who she is. If you haven't watched the
Hmm.
show, she looks like a regular anime character.
Well, I've like I would argue that like Misato's pretty recognizable, or maybe that's just because I'm like looking out for Evangelion
Yeah,
specific.
I
I'm like,
think if I see Misato with a beer can, I'm taking a picture with her.
that'd be fun. She's another character I've thought about cosplay. Piccolo.
Piccolo, not so easy, Slay.
I do think Piccolo could be a not so easy slay. Gotta be
See,
bald. Gotta be
alien,
tall.
alien.
I need you to
In
be bald. I need you to be a demon, and I need you
yeah,
to.
I've seen a couple like really cool ones. I've seen a couple like bad ones where they were just colored green. But like I've seen a couple cool ones, and I think that the alien, like the green alien, people have gotten down at this point. So I think that that's and yeah, the Gi is just like the same argument that I have for like Goku or whatever. But like it's
But
Piccolo,
he's
you would know who
green.
Piccolo. Yeah,
It's
you would know who
Piccolo.
that is. Like you know who that is. If you're just, it's not the same as Goku.
Zoro. I'm just putting him down
Zoro.
somewhere.
I think Zoro's decent. You got a bunch of swords. I think that's decent. Some swords. I think his time skip outfit looks really cool. Um, but we just have like first part Zoro. Um, I think that one's cool. I think that one's decent.
Gojo, light work, easy
Lazy,
slay.
lazy. I think
Every
that's such a.
Gojo I've seen looks so good.
I have seen some bad ones, and I think that it's at this point it's just so over. It's not because it's overdone that it's late. It can't, actually take that back. It's because it's overdone that it's lazy.
I'll
That's just
put
how
it
I feel
there.
about it.
I'll put it there for you, but I think it's a light work, easy slay. I think that's Killer Bee.
No, that's Scar.
Okay. I can't
Wow,
see.
racist.
I can't see. I don't have my
You've heard
glasses.
it here, folks. Get her, get her.
all I
Canceled
see,
after 3
all I
episodes.
see is dark pants and like a
Oh, she is.
sunglasses.
All she sees is dark. You heard it here.
Dark
You heard it
pants.
here.
No,
Oh,
stop
get him,
trying to
guys.
cancel. Stop trying to cancel me. I'm
Scar. I think
blind.
Scar. I think lands in the same thing as like Al.
My
Ironically
eyes are
enough,
watering.
I never thought of it this way, but like Scar has one arm that is the same thing as like Al, where it's like
Yeah.
one arm transmutes and that sort of thing,
Mm-hmm.
or like detransmutes, whatever the hell is destruction. Um, I never thought of it like that, but that's kind of like the antagonist in a way has the opposite. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that that's
Scar's
kind of cool.
fun.
All right, we're getting to the final ones here. Todoroki.
Todoroki.
Ooh,
I don't think Todoroki's lazy. I think Todoroki can be decent.
yeah, I would say decent. Stark. We got Stark.
Because
Not
that's
so
I
easy slay.
can't see.
That's Stark. I think that that's a light work easy slay.
You
I
think
think you could.
so? I
I
think
think you.
Stark's pretty easy.
Okay, so decent.
Yeah, I feel like he's on the same like on I think the only thing that would set him like apart is his like the staff thing that he has. But
The
everything
axe, yeah.
else in his outfit is really, really simple. Just like Fern.
Okay. All right, then decent it is. Gato.
Gato.
Um, I like Gato cosplays better than I like Gojo cosplays, and I think that it's a not so easy slay. You got to get the long hair. You got to get and this is like bad guy Gato, not like um
Yes.
Jujutsu High Gato. This is his bad guy outfit. Um, I think I like those outfits more than I like Gojo's.
Yeah, it is like harder, I think, to pull off and like acquire. Gato's villain outfit. Yeah, um, I agree with that. Team Rocket.
Hmm. I think that's a not so easy. No, I think that's a light work easy slay.
I agree. I think if you have like the full this picture that Nikos has chosen is the full Team Rocket, including Meowth. I think if you can pull off like if you have like the full Team Rocket, such a slay. I mean, but if you have
Yeah.
like just Jesse and James, like that's also a slay. Everybody loves
Yeah.
Team Rocket. Tengen,
Okay.
light work, easy slay.
Light work. I might go as Tengen for one of this next year too. Who knows? Love my Tengen's my favorite Demon Slayer character. So, light work, easy slay.
Hmm.
Sick as hell. He don't need
Hmm.
no cape. I think he doesn't have a cape. Does he have a cape?
He does not.
Yeah, he don't need no cape. He don't need the cover. He don't need the cover shit. Now we're getting
I'm
to the final five.
learning a lot of great information here. All Might.
Oh man. Prior to 2020, All Mights were everywhere and they were really cool. Post 2020, everyone just wears the sulking face All Mights and it's kind of depressing.
Do you think All Might's trash? Or do you
Oh
think
man, I
he's
think
decent?
All Might's my favorite anime character. I love All Might.
But
Oh
it's we're
man.
talking about okay, do you just want to go off of like
Okay, we're talking
not
about golden era
golden
All Might.
era All Might?
Oh man. I'm gonna put not so easy slay. I think not so easy slay. I
I
think you
can
could
I
wear a
can get
muscle
with that.
suit underneath there if you wanted to. And I think the height of it could make it be really cool. But I also it's one of those like high ceiling, really low floor. Like like you could get down there. You know what I mean? Like you could be in the basement if you wear a bad All Might one. All right, next one. Last four.
Tsunade.
Tsunade. Oh man. Oh man. Love Tsunade. Um, decent.
Hmm.
I think decent. What do you think? What do you think? What your choice for this?
Hmm. I don't like part of me doesn't feel okay. I need to know like your reasoning for just decent.
Okay. You're not gonna like these answers. I think that it could be a light work, easy slay if you look like Tsunade. If you don't look like Tsunade, I think that it's just decent at best. Because it's like I haven't seen anybody with like her jacket, really, or not her jacket, like her cloak thing that she wears, like the green one. I've only seen it just be like out, you know. But I think that that's kind of just okay. It almost teeters on lazy a little bit, but I think if
I
you
don't
wear the
think
whole
she's
thing,
lazy.
I think if you wear like the 1000 healings jutsu thing on her, I think that that looks really cool. But this is just regular Tsunade. I think decent. I think decent.
I kind of want to say not so easy slay because I think like you people still look good when like cosplaying Tsunade, and I think it is harder if you don't have the goods to be
That's what I'm saying.
Tsunade.
That's
But
kind of
I
what I'm
still
saying.
think like I think it looks really good though because like you don't like in my experience I haven't seen a lot of Tsunades, so I feel like I'm also just kind of like leaning towards a not so easy slay for the rarity factor.
We need to change that, people. We need to change. We need to make more Jiraiya's, more Tsunades. I should have put Orochimaru on this list.
Orochimaru should have been on this list.
Sasuke, I want your body, Sasuke.
I'll leave her at decent.
I want to slay Sasuke. Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Just Lloyd. I think Lloyd is decent. It's just a
Lloyd
suit.
is just decent. Yeah, it's just a
It's
suit.
it's just a suit.
Yuji.
Oh, Yuji, whoa, Yuji, left, right, good night, Itadori. Um, love my boy
That's
Yuji.
legit the picture that was chosen.
Yeah, for real. He gives you his domain. Let me see if I could do his domain expansion that they never explained what he does. Um, yeah, that's it's decent, I guess, at best. I thought I had Sukuna on here. I guess I didn't have Sukuna on here. Huh.
No, no Sukuna here.
Sukuna would have
Sukuna
went
would
to
have been a
light work easily.
slay.
Yeah. All right, last one. The last one on this
Last
list
but
is
not
Zuko.
least, it's Zuko here.
It's Endgame Zuko.
It's it's good guy Zuko.
I think light work easy slay for
I also
Zuko.
think he's a light work easy slay. All Zuko's
All
look
right,
good.
we've reached
Close
the end of the
ranks.
list. Close
Close
ranks.
ranks. Do
Okay,
we
you want to
feel
go from? Do
comfortable?
you want to go from bottom to top or top to bottom?
Let's go top to bottom.
Freerin, I think you can move to decent.
You think so?
Yeah, I think I can move Freerin back to just decent. We put her other friends in decent. I don't think she really sticks out all that much. Okay, I can hear you about Minato.
I kind of want to put Minato kind of down to decent. Um, because I do think like if you make him look good, he looks good. But there's like so many pieces in his outfit that you can like get bad. Like, does that make sense? Like you can get like a cheap looking
Yeah.
um cloak, you can get a cheap looking wig. If you just take
Okay.
away anything else from his outfit, it's just some random shinobi.
Okay, I could go with decent. I can understand. Al, I think is good to stay. I think almost feel like Shinji should just be decent.
Yeah, I guess if we're putting
I just think that it's just a skin tight suit on a man. I don't really think there's anything that makes it super slay. That it's just like it's okay, yeah. It's all right. It's all right. It's decent.
stop calling me out on my biases.
I think that one's all right. It's decent. Okay, I want to put Rock Lee to like decent.
Mm,
I don't
okay.
know. I think it's just different. I think it can still look cool, but I don't think it's like wow. Like, I don't, there's no wow. I almost want to put Master Roshi as light work, easy slay. I feel like if
I
you,
can see that because like the rest of his outfit's pretty decent. Like
yeah,
it's pretty doable.
yeah, I think that one's a light work, easy slay. Scar, I think Scar and Piccolo, I think are if you make them look cool, you can make them look cool. You know what? I take it back. I want to put Scar in decent.
Mm.
I think Scar is different than Al because Al has the like arm coating.
L.
Actually,
Yeah.
I still think Al's lazy. I still think Al's a lazy one. You don't need much to do Al. Anybody could just do Al. You're still gonna wear shoes and
Fine.
get and wear some
Fine.
eyeshadow. I just don't
Fine.
think that that's
I
that's
get
that
it.
nuts. I think if you can make an argument for a Deku looking really good. You hate Deku. You have such bias against Deku. It's crazy. It's crazy how much you hate Deku. But I think if you can make a cool Deku, you can make a really cool Deku. Especially with his outfit. I know this is like his first like actual hero outfit, so it's a little bit different. The one that we saw in the movie, you gotta admit, that one's pretty cool.
But that's not the picture you chose.
Yeah, I know. Okay, fine. It stays a decent.
No, I'll move it to light work easy slay. I get the argument.
Okay,
I still think
Momo.
it's decent.
Momo's I
Momo,
think is gonna
Momo
be lazy.
stays.
I think
You think
Momo's
Momo's
lazy now.
lazy? Oh, you know what? If we're gonna put Okaroon in lazy, that makes
I,
sense.
yeah, I think that one. Demon Slayer, well, all the Demon Slayer I think should stay. Hisoka, I still want to put Hisoka stays in like light work easy slay
We
for me,
didn't.
but
We didn't even. Hello, where are you? We didn't finish decent.
No, I'm saying the not the Demon Slayer Corps, the Attack on Titan people.
That they stay indecent?
Yeah, I think that those are all fine. They all kind of look the same. They're all like that one's fine. Not much really differentiates. But I mean, obviously, what's her name does Hanji's because it's a different suit. But I think those ones stay. I'm saying that Hisoka is like hard for me, man. I think his outfits, especially this one, they just rock. They look so hot. It's a really hot outfit.
It,
I don't think he's hot, but I think it's a hot outfit. Whatever, you know what? Fuck it. He's hot. He's a hot man.
I
Hot
have
man, that pedo.
my eye on you.
You
All
shouldn't.
right.
I can't say that about another man who looks good, a looking good looking suit. That man, good man. That suit. I
Alrighty.
don't
So
know.
you want to, are you saying you need to move him up to a not so easy sleigh?
I don't know, man. I like that. I put him in not so easy sleigh. I think it's not so easy, not because it's a hard outfit to pull off, but it's because if you want to be Izuka, that's not so easy to do.
All right. That I can get behind. If we're gonna argue that you need to like have the body for Mirko, then and she gets to be a not so easy slay, then if your argument is that you need to have a body for Tsunade, that you should go um towards not so easy slay for Tsunade also.
I just feel like if you wear the cloak with it, it doesn't matter.
Especially because
There's no hide. You could
like I said, you
easily
need a lot of
hide.
confidence to like show off the biddies. Like that takes a lot of confidence.
I guess. I don't know.
As a female, that takes a lot of confidence.
you could put it up there if I don't agree with you, but if you feel like it, you could do it.
We're so
Okay,
back,
there you go.
ladies and germs.
There you
We're
go.
so back.
Lloyd's decent. Yuji's is decent. Yuji's sits. You know what? I take it back. Yuji's is lazy. Yuji's is kind of lazy. You just get a pink wig and get a red sweater. Ash cut. I almost want to move Ash to decent. I think if you get the entire outfit and like you really rock it, I think that it's noticeable where you could
All
see it.
right, I
I
get
like
that.
that one. Gohan and Goku, lazy. Makima, lazy. I can hear you out for Gojo. What do you want to say about Gojo?
I think every Gojo I have seen has looked good. Like everyone I have seen has looked pretty decent. If if you don't feel comfortable putting them up in an easy slay slash not so easy slay, I feel good with going decent.
Okay. That's fine. You can do that. I think L is an L. L for lazy.
No.
L is for lazy. Okay, trash.
Will
Absolute trash.
anybody leave trash?
Frieza,
Frieza.
no. Frieza's not leaving
I
trash.
just
Sorry,
when I
dude.
think of Frieza and I think of people cosplaying Frieza, I just see all of the like obvious joke edits on like TikTok of
Yeah,
people just
it's
like painting themselves white, and
me
those are
too.
my
That's all I
favorites
think about.
to send.
Yeah, Ray, I don't know. I could be heard out about Ray. She could
I
easily leave.
really I just she's okay. It's we cannot have Asuka and Shinji in their Ava suits indecent and have Rey in her Ava suit in trash.
I'm perfectly fine with moving Asuka to trash.
Obviously, but I don't think it's trash though.
I'm perfectly fine with moving both of them to
Cause like
trash. They are always done
bad.
and
Like
they're
they can
always
look
done in such
good.
terrible taste though, man. They are always done in such terrible taste. It's the same thing with Nami, dude. Like they're done in such terrible tasted ways. Like at least in my comparison would be like Misa. Like Misa is like obviously out there for like her body, right? But like
Stupid.
there's some effort in those ones. I almost feel like with these Ray ones, it's always just done so just I feel grimy. I feel grimy when I'm around, even if it's done well, it just makes me feel grimy. Same thing with like Ahsoka. Um
Ahsoka.
uh Asuka. Like it's the same thing. I just feel like grimy. And even if I were to see a Shinji, I'd be like, why? Why? Why are you doing this? I would.
I
That's what
just they just
that would
look
be my question to
good.
them. Why? Why?
They just look
Why?
good. You know
Why?
what? You know what? Just because I either she needs to come up or one of them need to come down,
I would be good
I
with
will
Oscar going
put
down.
I will put Asuka down here.
Yeah,
I
I think
don't
that that's
entirely agree with you, but something this is compromise.
okay. Yeah, Ryu stays.
Ryuk stays. I'm so sorry.
The Beast Titan stays. Zeke stays forever. Hang stays.
I think if you do like a good like regular Zeke, that would
Sure,
be like a
that'd be lazy.
that'd be a sleigh.
All right, well, these are
All
our final
right.
rankings of the cosplay slash like Halloween outfits of anime of all I guess not of all time, but just the characters that we've watched. What do you guys think about rankings? Leave a comment down below, leave a like below. Let us know what you think about there, and while you're down there, hit that little bell thing. It tells you when we post. It's usually on the weekends. I could tell you. Just go down there and do it. So let's talk about Dandadan. We just finished episode 5 just happened. I think we just talked strictly about episode 5. Um,
Okay.
in the same way that I feel like this show has now like topsy-turvied me in my emotions for it. Uh I really loved episode 5. I think episode 5 might be my favorite episode. I love the little like romantic comedy that they had. It was like an entire I wouldn't say it's an entirely different show, but it had an entirely different feel from like
Mm-hmm.
the music, the music choices that they had to the cinematography choices that they did. I think that it was directed very well. It had like a Ben Stiller romantic comedy kind of feel to it, where it was like we could
Yeah,
like
like an
like
old
we
school rom-com.
like we had the dueling perspectives between Momo and Colt Coon. Like, oh, she hates me. Oh, he must hate me. And it was just such. It was like, oh man, just talk. The entire time. Like, oh, you stupids. The entire like first half of this episode was just so fucking good. It was so fucking. It was right up my alley of just. I'm not a huge like romantic like watcher of things. I shouldn't say that because I do like watching them. I just don't search them out. Um, but this was so good. It was just hands off to the director of this episode. It was very good for the first 15 minutes. What did you think of the first 15?
I I really liked the shift. I was afraid that it would feel too disconnected because the first four episodes are very much like watch like a shonen or like an action anime. So I was afraid that like once we switched over to the more like slightly slice of life things, that it would feel too disconnected or like I was watching a completely different anime, but it didn't. The and I think that's because the humor and like is written so well that like we already gotten like a taste for it in the previous episode. So like once we kind of switched gears into focusing more on Okurun and Momo,
Yeah.
you didn't miss anything because it was still just as funny. Um, I still think that episode 4 is my favorite so far, but I really enjoyed this episode. And I kind of want to see now how they're gonna like mix the action with this because
Oh, I
he
want to
has
get to
no
that for the last
testicles.
half of it. Yeah, I want to get to
So
that for the latter half of this episode. So I think the first half of this episode was like 10 out of 10. And then I think the last half of this episode, like after he finds out that he has no balls, um, I I'm not gonna say I didn't like it because it was still sitting at like an 8 out of 10 for me, but like it was just such a shift back to what the first 4 episodes were, with like the
yeah.
we're running around, we're doing this, or something crazy happening. Back to like fucking TikTok brain. That's how the last 8 minutes of this episode felt like brain rot. Like it was just so much going on at once. For the first time in the show, it felt like it had like a nice moment to like breathe and let you understand the characters to an extent where it was like you really get to see who they are as people versus letting them react to. So I mean, they were reacting to something that was happening, but you know what I'm saying? Is there's a difference between the reacting like, through action versus like reacting like mentally and how they like think in a way. And I think that they did a really good job of doing that in the first half of this episode versus the latter half, which was just like moving the story forward in a more like direct path versus before leaving it more towards like, a story narrative driven kind of like set piece. I don't know. I really like that. I think that it showed like what you think about, Momo, especially at the end, because she was a complete asshole. The fucking like
Yeah, that
she is
really
such a dick.
surprised me.
She is such a dick. Like I don't blame him for being like he is, being used in a little bit of a way from her. And she's embarrassed to be his friend, but it's also just like, why are you like this? Like, there's no reason for you to be like this. It's not like she wasn't set up as like they kind of did in this episode, like where she's like set up to being like a cool character, or like not cool character, but like a cool person in terms of like popularity. But like prior to that, we weren't really given that whole. She had like two friends that were like, oh my God, but it was
Hmm.
like kind of crazy in high school that all her friends were like, yo, that was fucked up of you. That might be the first like high school show that I watched where like the friends were the ones who were like, "That's fucked up, man. Why are you so mean to that dude? You didn't need to do that shit." And then it immediately went back to like, "Oh yeah, no, this is high school," where the fucking girl was like, "I let him think about me for a little bit," and then she defended him, and I was like, "Make up your mind."
I was like, oh,
It's
she's
like,
jealous. I was like, ooh.
eh, I'm like, I know we all know that she likes him, right? We know this. We understand it. It's just like, don't be a fucking asshole to the dude who like that he's I don't know. It builds into the whole she needs to change as a character.
Yeah, it's her character development. But I didn't like that either. I was like, oh my God, why are you you were like his best friend for like 4 episodes prior, and now you like hate his guts.
Yeah, so I was like, dude, whatever. That's why like I didn't really like the ending of the episode. I know that he needed to be like, I have no balls, so we need to figure this out. So like I understand the threat of not having balls. I love how he was like, I just saw my shaft and that was it. I didn't know. I was like, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So then we get to the cat who is Turbo Granny. Um,
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
okay, I'm gonna say it right now. I don't like that the cat has like the old granny voice at all. I hate that. I think that the cat should be a cute little cat voice. Um,
Yeah, you know what? I do kind of agree with that. Like when I seen like the ending or like pictures of it, I expected it to have like for those of us that have watched Fairy Tale, I expected the cat to kind of have like Happy's voice, like a very high pitched, like cute, almost semi squeaky voice.
yeah.
Um
I just I didn't like that. I know it's my own head, my own expectations of what I thought it would be. And like, I don't want that to ruin things for me when I watch shows. Like, and it's not going to be what I think. Cause if it were, then I wouldn't be here sitting here doing a podcast. I'd be making things. But it's like, I personally, I think animals should have the cute voice, not be like, yeah, 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 yeah. I like the dog with the balls. Like, no, shut up. No, no, don't do that. Because then the grandma's voice and her voice almost sound kind of too similar. So it was like when they were talking, it was like I couldn't really differentiate. I mean, I could because I was paying attention, but like I couldn't like if you were to play this to me and I didn't see the screen, I would be like, why are they talking to each other? So like there's two of the same voices that I don't really like, and they're going to be interacting with each other a lot. So we'll see how that goes going forward. But yeah, I definitely was expecting the cat to either have like a Simon voice from like um Sabrina, the Teenage Witch,
oh, mm-hmm.
which rest in peace that guy, by the way, the Frank guy who voiced him. he also did the English dub of Frankie in One Piece, and he just died
Oh,
recently. He just died
oh
like a day or
wow.
two ago. Yeah, so
Mm,
R.I.P. him.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was expecting that kind of voice for the cat. It's fine. I understand in the manga it's the grandma, so it's like you probably shouldn't change the voice of the grandma. That'd be kind of too much of a stark difference, but it is what it is. But yeah, I didn't really like the last half of this episode in the same. Not that I didn't like it, I just really liked the first half of this episode an insane amount. And I don't like slice of life things too. So the fact that this had me like on kind of on the edge of my seat, that was like, "Ooh, are they gonna talk? I don't know." And the thing is, they can only do this bit one time,
Yeah.
and I
They
think that
cannot do that any other time.
they did this bit flawlessly. I feel like so. Yeah, this episode is like 10 out of 10 beginning, like 8 out of 10 ending. Um, it's still my favorite episode by far of the series. Do you have any other thoughts on this one?
I'm still like I like I'm still very excited about the show. Like I'm very like thoroughly enjoying it. Um so I now want to see like how they're going to incorporate the cat and stuff and like how Turbo Granny is going to be like further involved with Okaroon and gang. Um I'm excited that we've been introduced to more characters
Yeah,
through this. Kind of getting like a little bit more perspective into what their like daily lives are like and how they could probably like fit into, if they do, I don't know, um into like the occult stuff that Okaroon and Momo undergo. um but yeah, I definitely do think that episode 4 though is still my favorite one. I really liked the sequences in that one.
that's fair. That's fair. I would agree completely. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're down there, leave a like, subscribe, and keep watching. Keep talking to us. We like seeing your comments, which I need to respond to the last people's comments. But anyway, thank you for watching this part of the video. This is our discussion on Dragon Ball Daima episode 3. Uh, I'm really torn about this show so far. Like the first episode was a pretty much a recap of the Buu saga with like nothing really happening, and then the second episode was like a bunch of running around, and everyone's a kid now, and nothing really happened. And then now episode 3, a bunch of running around happened, nothing really happened, and it's like uh I don't know, man. Like the thing is, I don't know if I like this show because it reminds me of OG Dragon Ball, where like the pacing of it's like the pacing is that of a turtle. Um, but at the same time, like I'm not entertained by it. Like I actually
Mm-hmm.
think Goku is very cute in this show.
He's so cute. I am also really enjoying Goku.
Yeah, like I think that he's really cute. I think that it's like so many people are like dogging him for like making fart jokes or like making like do it like that's just
That's what I'm
Goku,
saying.
man.
Like, I
Like,
don't see the difference. It's still
yeah,
Goku.
like that's just kind of Goku, man. That's just kind of how he's been, and it's like, as a fan of Dragon Ball since I was a fucking kid, I say this in every episode. It's like, was Goku more serious in Dragon Ball Z? Like, yeah, that shit was made in the fucking 90s, where like they were able to try that kind of stuff, and it was like fine. And it's not that I didn't like it, but there was tons of like, dude, Goku and Piccolo went to go get their driver's license, and Piccolo dressed up like the fresh Prince of Bel Air, and it's funny. It's supposed to be funny, like it's a comedy action kind of thing. And the fact that like Toriyama was going back to his roots on this, like I think it's cute and I think that it's funny. Like I'm not gonna make fart jokes like that. Like I don't think that they were insanely funny, but it was just like
I'm not Goku.
like but the thing is neither are you or neither is the people making you don't need to make fart jokes. Is the crazy thing about life. Um
You have free will.
you can do whatever you want to do. The thing is that's Goku. Like and there's a giant goldfish where like they pop out of his butt and it's like you know the best part about going to the third demon world is that they can have hamburgers in seconds. And they, instead of having demon alien food, they're like, here's some hamburgers.
Yeah, that actually was like that like broke the immersion for me actually.
Yeah,
I
I was
was
like,
like, why
why?
are we eating hamburgers? But then like, why do they look weird?
Why were they like pretty patties? They're like
Yeah,
different
like
colored
why did
like
these look
hamburger.
no, like they looked like a weird like cross between pretty patties and like the nasty patty because like it looked like
Yeah,
the meat and like shit was like gooping out the sides and stuff. Like I don't know.
happening.
If you're in the demon realm, like show me some demon food.
No, for real. They made right when they entered the demon realm, like they were like, and on your left, there's a statue of King Dabura. And then the guy was like, "Yeah, you're not gonna see the same things that are on Earth as you see here." Immediately gets a hamburger.
Yeah,
That was
that
good.
that's why it broke the immersion. I was like, well,
Yeah.
didn't you just say like 5 minutes ago that this is like a different place?
Yeah, that
Why
that was
is it why are we getting burgers at the bar?
yeah, that are just cooked up in 2 seconds. Yeah, I think the creativity of the show so far has been very lacking. Um, like I like the show, but if I think critically about it,
If I
it's like
think
I know it's the same thing as how like I feel about like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where I'm just like, God, that movie, it's really cool on the surface, but God, you think about it for 2 fucking seconds, you're in it, man. You're like, God, this is terrible. Um, yeah, I feel the same exact way about the show. Like, why couldn't they fit anybody inside the fucking ship? The ship was huge, and they made a big fucking thing about not being able to fit people inside of it. They
my
didn't
thing
stop
is
him
that
from
they're
driving like an
children.
asshole.
They're children. How could you not like pack kids into I don't
Why
know.
wouldn't you just like if you're the Demon King, why would you make them like still be able to do things? Why not make them all infants? Like so they can't stop you.
Because then we wouldn't have a show.
Yeah, whatever. Also if your thing was like you're going there to like grab Dende back and like you wanted to stay like low so you wanted to stay low key, right? Why not grab the guy who's like a demon and Piccolo? Why not
Mm,
grab the former Demon King's child and bring him to the demon realm?
mm.
Just a
Because we need
thought.
Goku.
Just a thought. Just a
Because
singular
we need Goku.
or think of this, you could have two storylines going at once.
Hmm?
just just a thought. Again, I don't want to think critically about the show. I want to be like, oh, nostalgia. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Like the bar fight I thought was decent.
That was pretty
I,
fun.
I thought that was like a cool like throwback to like old time like karate movies where like
Mm-hmm.
they did like uh the what the fuck Rush Hour where it was like Jackie Chan would be like holding up pans and if someone punches the pan they're like ooh. Like they did like that
Yeah.
type of I thought that was
It
so
was
fun.
very Rush Hour esque. That was fun.
I think that that's funny. I think that that's cool. And he's like just shoving this hamburger in his mouth as he's fighting. Like it's like dude, it's funny. Like it's not this high tech like super fight that's gonna be like crazy. And that's not what I'm looking forward to the series. So that's not what I'm like. I already knew this series wasn't gonna be the continuation of Dragon Ball Super where there's gonna be a more I'm gonna regret these words, where there's gonna be a more in-depth story. Um, but like It's just is what it is, man. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I mean, it's not a 10 out of 10, but I'm entertained. I'm actually, next week I'm gonna watch it next week because I think it's fun. I think it's a fun show.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how I feel about it, especially as somebody that like isn't depth in the Dragon Ball lore and
Yeah.
isn't like a diehard like Dragon Ball fan since like birth kind of person. I'm really enjoying the show because it's fun. And I feel that like as somebody like that knows these characters on like a surface level, I don't feel like I'm losing, anything. Like I feel like I'm still getting Goku, even though he's like
Yeah.
in a different body. Like I feel like I am watching Goku. I have like the same problems with the show as you do. I think it's paced very poorly. I think we're moving very slow. But I also think like with current anime that's coming out and has come out like fairly recently, I think we're getting too used to like instant gratification with storylines and like having things progress a little too quickly. Especially with like regular TV and stuff. So it's almost like because you said it was like reminiscent of older Dragon Ball or like older TV. So I
Yeah.
feel like it's a nice kind of like on the other hand, like to play devil's advocate, I think it's a nice reset into like kind of like disawaying from the instant gratification of plot points happening like back to back to back. Um,
See,
but
the what, and just like a stop point right there is like I say this in knowing that Akira Toriyama was a terrible story writer for Dragon Ball. This man was just watching WWE and was like, "Hey, what wrestler can I bring to my to my show today this week?" I don't know how he got tapings of WWE, but he did. If you if we ever watch Dragon Ball together, you I want you just to picture WWE because that's kind of what the show turns into later in the later half. Anyway, continue your point.
not SmackDown.
It is. It was. It was. It was literally smack. They have, you know what? Dragon Ball has some of the coolest fights in the entire series in it. But to get to those fights, it's like an excruciatingly long process of just being like meandering through a jungle or like flying. I don't know. It's yeah. Anyway,
Okay, I don't know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
just as somebody that is watching this with no experience, that's like that's how I feel about it. But I'm really enjoying it. Like I think it's super cute and like it's super different from like other shows we're watching, like Dandadan or like
yeah.
other things that are like heavily like harder action than what we've
Right.
seen so far in Dragon Ball Daima. Um, but it's super cute. I just like I need them to stop breaking the immersion
Yeah.
because
Stop being just have them eat. If he would have just pulled out like a cactus hamburger, and it would
yeah,
have
it would
been
have been so fun.
yeah, and he like took a bite and he was like, "Ah." Like that would have been funny. That would have been the humor. That's the humor they're going for. They should have done something like
Yeah.
that.
I like I it's already not whimsical, but like it's already like goofy. So like play into the
Yeah.
goof. Um yeah, I will also watch the next episode and be like looking out for the immersion break.
Yeah, you know what? It's whatever. Again, I don't want to fucking sit here and try and tell you that the show needs to be a super serious thing because it doesn't need to be.
No, I just
It,
wanted I wanted to play into the goof.
yeah, it is what it is. I don't know if there's too many people making this show out to be like
It's
this
fun
super
to be
serious,
goofy
like
silly.
late.
It's fun.
Yeah, I think that's like. So I watched uh there's these other podcasters, Otakus Anonymous that I watch, and they're talking about Dragon Ball Daima, and they're like, this story sucks. The story is like absolutely like ass. They do is take too long to get places. All they do is like it makes no sense. And they're really thinking about this as like a critical sense of like they I feel like they absolutely hate every moment that they're watching this show. And it's like, man, I could not like I usually agree with a lot of things that they say, but it's like I just could not agree. Like I couldn't disagree more with how their assessment of the show. And Danny Mata, who's like the internet's favorite child when it comes to anime, it's like I don't know, man. Like he says he likes Dragon Ball, but it's like I don't know. I just don't agree with him on any of these points. He's like saying that the show is like terribly animated. He's like saying that the show is
Hmm.
like it's just like and I agree with the it being like lazy in the terms of like creativity, especially with the hamburger thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like not like Dragon Ball's fucking Dragon Ball's creativity starts and ends with its character like design
Hmm.
storyline. It's not fucking creative at all. So I don't really know
Hmm.
where the creativity comes in unless you're talking about tax too. But anyway, what were you gonna say?
Like I understand the points that they're making, especially because a lot of like I said, like a lot of the anime that's coming out right now is very fast paced. It's very action packed. Um, so like I get the criticism against that, but I think it's very nicely animated. Like I think it's like very smooth. It's very like colorful. It's very bright. And I don't
Yeah,
know if that's like how it is for like all of Dragon Ball, but like from what I'm watching right
it's
now,
not.
like it's nice and colorful and it plays into the like I wouldn't say like unseriousness, but it plays into like the fun, like the goofiness of it.
Right.
Um and I think it's okay for things to just be goofy. It's okay for things to be unserious. And I think especially because a lot of like the recent stuff that's come out in the Dragon Ball like universe has been super serious. There's an expectation there that like it has to like but you know what I mean? Like
No, I get what you're saying.
yeah, like there's an expectation there that it's going to be like
See,
have more
there's
depth
not
than that.
See, there's not an expectation of it to be super serious. There's an expectation of it to be like they should just be fighting.
That's what
That's
I mean.
yeah,
Like for
yeah.
there to
Like
be like
there's
more like not complexity but more like action or more depth in that sense, if that makes
it's just
sense.
like and I mean I maybe I just sound like a fucking boomer, but it's like it just shows people haven't watched like any anime that hasn't came out in the last 10 years. And it's like, dude, watch the first Full Metal Alchemist. I tried watching the first like
First Full Metal
10.
is so goofy.
Yeah, well, it's not like goofy. It's like the pacing is all fucking over the place. Like
Pacing sucks.
OG Naruto is terrible. Like the first 25 episodes do like work pretty well, but after the first 25, it's like, what the fuck is happening here? Um, and then you got, I mean, there's, I could just keep going on and on and on. It doesn't fucking matter. But like Hunter x Hunter's first, like I watched the original OG Hunter x Hunter, and yeah, that's fucking all over the place. But anyway, my point being is that like not saying that you need to watch those things to understand. Like you guys can't comprehend this cinematic masterpiece that's Dragon Ball Daima.
Stop
It's no.
gatekeeping the goofiness.
It's just, dude, just fucking. You don't gotta take it so fucking
Yeah, like
seriously.
it's
I don't think
okay. It's okay to be goofy. Like I know that
if you,
like the show that's coming to my mind is an example. I know they're very different shows that I'm about to say.
yeah,
And I know one of them has a very different like
I'm on the
humor
edge of my
type
seat.
humor type than the other one, but like I think of my dear friend Nokotan. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
supposed to be goofy, that's not supposed to be serious, but it's like not to say that there are like semi-serious things that they're talking about
yeah.
in the show, but it's
It's
still
the
meant to be
expectations.
yeah, it's slapstick. It's like supposed to be like kind of funny. This is supposed to be kind of funny, albeit like different humor types. But like my point being that it's okay for things to just be standalone,
That's
kind of
why
fun, kind of goofy.
I that's why like I like listening to different and like media that talk about like the show because it's like I listen to Geekdom 101 who's like the biggest Dragon Ball like YouTuber, well one of them. And I always really go to his opinions for certain things because I feel like he gets a more like ground because he is such a dirty grime ball who reads all the manga and all the like he's in it. He's in the forums. He's in the insider. He is just he's a
Dirty
mole.
Grime Ball is an insane
I don't know.
accusation.
I can't explain it any other way that he's just like if you need some information, you go to him. You know what I mean? Like he's the inside man.
He's the penguin. Are you calling
Yeah.
him the
He's the
penguin?
penguin. He's just the inside dude. But
Not
like,
the
man,
penguin.
but man, he just gives some good. But anyway, his opinions on the show, I really agree with. You know, he gives great explanations of like why this show um is really good for like Dragon Ball fans and how like you could totally see all of Akira Toriyama's like fingerprints on every single part of the show. And while like again, it's not the most creative show in the fucking world, it's really cool if you're like an Akira Toriyama
No
like
more hamburgers.
yeah, if it's like if you're an Akira Toriyama like fucking, enthusiast like he is, it's like the show is so good. And I don't think it's so good. I think that it's a solid like 7.5 out of 10 so far.
It's okay.
But like I'm excited to see like where it goes just to so we can talk about it, so we can see what we can laugh at each episode and maybe they'll have some cool fights. Who fucking knows? We don't know yet. Um, do you have any other thoughts on it?
I think we got like kind of like a little taste of like the fights because I really liked the bar
Oh
fight.
yeah, that was
That was
yeah,
really
that
fun.
that yeah. Oh, you know what I'm saying, like Dragon Ball
Yeah,
fights.
yeah.
That's a Dragon Ball fight. I'm talking like once we get to like Dragon Ball Super Z fights that are like, whoa, what's going on? Yeah, whatever. But yeah. Do you have any other thoughts on it?
Nope.
Okay, so that's the end of this one. So just leave a like, subscribe, comment below. What do you guys think about the Dragon Ball Diamond? You like it? You don't like it? Let us know below. And while you're down there, subscribe to the page. Um, so this is like the final part of the podcast where we could talk about kind of the random stuff that we're watching. I finally got you to not got you. You're not like so holding your
I
eyeballs back to not watch Dragon
okay.
Ball Z.
Like, yeah, the way you're saying this, I listen, for the record, I have been telling him that I would watch Dragon Ball with him. And each time I said that I would watch Dragon Ball with him, he would put it off. So this is just him finally letting me watch Dragon Ball with him.
Listen, we
But
so we watched Raditz dying
and
uh
abridged.
and yeah, we've watched and abridged. But in the episodes that we watched in Dragon Ball Z, I think it's like episodes like 5 through like 8. It's directly Raditz getting killed by the special beam cannon and up to Goku flying over Snake Way in the afterlife, and Piccolo training a Gohan a little bit. So like, okay, what do you think about all the things that happened that you've seen so far? Like, what is your biggest takeaway from these?
I okay. At like watching this, that's what makes me get the like criticisms to Dragon Ball Daima. Because this definitely has like while it's still fun, it has like a semi more serious undertone,
Yeah.
especially because like Goku's dying and like you're trying to figure out like how is he gonna get back and stuff like that. And now like Gohan's being trained by what was like the villain or like is still currently like a villain type in this universe. So there's like a lot of things that like have some gravity to them that are happening. Um it's funny having watched Dragon Ball Abridged first because when I'm watching this now, I'm just thinking about the scenes in Abridged.
Yeah.
Like especially like when we got to I forget the name of like heaven basically.
Yeah.
Um and we see like uh what's his name? Dude at the desk.
King I'm gonna mess up his name. King Zema, something like that. King Yema.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I'm thinking about the like mahogany jokes
Mahogany.
and stuff. Like I'm just thinking about the
Mahogany.
jokes. So I think that kind of like it's not that this wouldn't have piqued my interest to watch to begin with, but I think it's like that underlying thought for me is what's continuing to hold my interest, if that makes sense. Like now my brain is wanting to like compare and contrast.
Yeah. I mean, it's good.
um
But listen, like, I mean, there's a reason why Dragon Ball is like one of the
Yeah.
most recognizable things in the world. Like, I mean, I'm also rewatching it too. I've rewatched the series so many times, but like I'm playing also Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, so it's like I'm playing through the storyline as well as like watching it in a way. And it's like it just reminds me that like this series is so like I love like Raditz's fight in the beginning. I love like Goku having to hold him from behind and Piccolo's like just hold him.
Yeah, that
And
was
Goku
insane. That was intense.
and
I was
like
like,
Goku's like
ooh.
I have broken ribs. I can't hold that. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. And
Yeah,
like
no,
it's
that was
just
like
it was good. And then also like when King Yema and Kami are talking up there, he's like, he has a big fucking head. Fucking Yema's like, I heard that. And Goku's like just looking at Kami like, I'm not backing you up here. You gotta this is a big man. Like I'm not fighting him. Like that's just funny. It's just funny shit that like the humor is like good in it too. Like it's
Mhm.
and you also kind of there's kind of like a tinge of emotional there when Goku was dying, where like he's
Mhm.
talking with Krillin, he's like, "Take care of Gohan for me," and like he's
Mhm.
like, "Don't worry, buddy, we'll wish you back," and like the Goku, it was just so like
Mhm.
90s, like it was just so
It's
like,
like poor Krillin.
no, yeah, no, Krillin goes through it, and then
Krillin
immediately
was
just,
like the only one that was like super devastated too.
I
Everybody else was
know,
just like, "Oh, Goku." Krillin was
yeah,
like,
and then immediately, the thing that he was told to do immediately just doesn't do it. He's
I was
like,
about to
well,
say,
I
I'm like,
can't.
Krillin's a bro up until that point.
What is he gonna do against Piccolo? He ain't gonna fight. You know what? He could have at
That's
least
true.
been like, he could have at least been like tried to stop him. He could have been like, hey, stop. He just
That's
like
why
let it
like
happen.
I get the joke in a bridge where they're always just like having Krillin like, I'm gonna go over here. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna sit this one out.
So that's Yamcha though. Yamcha's the same way. Oh man, but yeah, we're watching Dragon Ball Z, so next week's episode maybe we'll be a couple more episodes in. We're gonna switch over to we were watching original Dragon Ball Z that's on Crunchyroll. We're gonna switch over to Dragon Ball Z Kai. So I'm gonna start walking around with DVDs now so that we can watch them. But yeah, so that's our Dragon Ball Z moment. That's what we're also watching Hell's Paradise, watched another couple episodes of
Yes.
that.
Mhm.
We're finding out that the samurai who were watching over the main character cannot remember his name. Um,
Neither can I.
but they had like a ranking, and there's like fucking like the last episode ended pretty crazy. There was like the dude was like telling him that there's gonna be a major shift in power on this island, and the fucking like Hashira that was watching over who was kind of being a dick to our main samurai girl like got killed, I think. And it's just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is happening? But it intrigues me a lot more about the hierarchy of where what these samurai are.
Yeah, that was really interesting to learn about because I kind of thought that she was like big baddie, up
Yeah,
until this point. So it's like a new perspective on her character also. I am like intrigued now because like it almost feels like you know how like sometimes anime will do like a tournament or like game arc or like festival arc.
yeah,
It almost feels like that to me, where we have like all of these like teams, and we have to like who's gonna get there first. um, so I am intrigued to see
yeah,
like how we're gonna interact with the other teams.
yeah. I mean, there was like a whole ass like part where the main character's name is Gabi Maru.
Yeah,
Gabi Maru like rips a dude's neck out and was like talking
that
about
was
how much
insane.
it's
That was
crazy.
crazy. It just
That
happened
whole
so
scene,
fast.
that whole scene of him killing people was fucking nuts.
Yeah, no, that was gnarly.
And it's pretty funny because the entire time he was like, "Ugh, I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want to go and do that.
What a
Ugh,
drag.
killing people is such a drag." And then what he just kills a bunch of people, and he's like,
He tears
"Ugh,
somebody's jugular out with his teeth.
I was like, bro, you didn't need to do that. No one
Yeah,
told
you
you to do
didn't
all that.
need to turn into a fucking dog. Like,
Yeah, no one told you to do all that, buddy. Like, chill. But yeah, that was pretty fucking nuts.
like I
Um,
remember I was just like comfy cozy watching, and then it happened. I like sat up, like,
yeah,
oh my god.
that was crazy. I'm actually excited to watch more of that show. Yeah, that's another show that I'm like, all right, this is good. It's teetering on like unless they do more like action things, I think I might be a little bored of the show. But unless I find out more about the backstory and world building in terms of what's happening, like the show seems pretty generic, but it looks really good. The opening and the
Mm-hmm,
ending's really good. So
mm-hmm.
still sticking with it. Um, yeah, we'll give you an update on what we do with that next week. I have one more thing for this week. I finished the last season of Hunter x Hunter. Not the last season, but the Greed Island arc of Hunter x Hunter. It is fucking sick. This was an amazing arc. I actually stopped halfway through it because I was just like I watched every single episode of Hunter x Hunter just back to back to back up to that point. I had to give it a little break and came back to it about 2 weeks ago. Fucking blasted through the rest of this arc, man. It's so good. Gon, sick as hell. Sick ending to like had a Shikamaru killing Hidan, spoilers, type ending um for the bad guy bomber dude. It was just awesome. The entire team helped out in like their final plan. It was like it felt very like I felt very satisfied in where it was going and where it was going, and I'm excited to see where they go next. It's such I don't know. The show's really good. It's a really good show. I'm excited to see. There's the movies are coming on Netflix, so I told Maria that we're gonna watch the movie because that's like my favorite arc. It's about the squad. I forget what their names are. Sorry, bad with names, but it's about them. You're not gonna know who I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But the movies, the Phantom Squad. There you go. But anyway, those movies are coming out. Excitement's in the air. Okay, that's all I have for the podcast. You have anything else for the podcast?
Stop hitting me with the gone jokes.
Sorry, dude. They just keep coming and going. Okay. If you like this podcast, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, hit the noti bell. We love you. Oh wait. Let's do faces for thumbnails.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so just make faces, do random things.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, do that.
Oh, the what?
Okay, that's it.